The Purusha Sukta Upanishad, presented by Swayam Sharma. The Purusha Sukta Upanishad is the song of the divine being of the Purush, consisting of 12 verses. It is part of the Rig Veda and the Vajasneyi Sanhita of the Yajur Veda. The first 16 verses are from the Rig Veda and the last 6 verses are from the Yajur Veda. This Upanishad does not figure in the list of 108 Upanishads contained in the Muktika Upanishad. The source material for this Upanishad has been taken from the 60 Upanishads of the Veda by Paul DEUSSEN. The Upanishad, the first 16 verses, which are from the Rig Veda. The Purush, with 1,000 heads, with 1,000 eyes, and with 1,000 feet. That Purush covered the earth in entirety, covered the earth everywhere on all sides, and he overflew it by 10 fingers on all sides. This Purush alone is this whole world. He is what existed in the past, and he is what will exist and last in the future as well. He is the Lord of immortality, and of all that live on food. The majesty of the Purush is very great indeed, yet even greater and even more elevated than his own majesty is the Purush himself. All living creatures are but only a quarter of him. His other 3 quarters are immortal above. The 3 quarters immortal part of the Purush soared up on high, while the remaining 1 quarter grew up here below in this world and spread out as everything, all that is preserved with food and all that is preserved without food. From the Purush, Viraj was born, and from Viraj, the Purush was born. After he was born, the Purush extended himself beyond the earth. He extended himself forward and he extended himself backward. He extended himself in all places. The gods performed a sacrifice with the Purush as the offering. In this sacrifice, the spring season became the clarified butter. The summer season became the fuel, and the autumn season became the offering. The Purush who was born before the gods was consecrated on grass as the sacrificial beast. The gods, the deceased, that is the ancestors and the seers, they all assembled, and then they offered the Purush in the sacrifice. That is, they all sacrificed the Purush. The victim burnt as all from him. The sacrificial mucilage mixed with the clarified butter then flew down. From this mixture of mucilage and clarified butter were created the animals that live in the air and those that live in the forests and at home. The victim burnt as all from him. From him originated the hymns and the psalms. From him originated the ceremonial state songs and all that exists of the sacrificial formula. From him originated the different breeds of horses and those animals that have incisors on both sides. From him originated all the species of cows and their specialities of goats and sheep. When they cut the Purush in pieces for sacrifice, in how many parts was he transformed? What did his mouth become? What did his arms become? What did his thighs become? And what did his feet become? On being cut to pieces for sacrifice, the mouth of the Purush became the Brahman. The arms of the Purush became the Rajanya or the Kshatriya. From the thighs of the Purush was born the Vaishya. And from the feet of the Purush, the Shudra came out. From his mind and consciousness originated the moon. The eye is now seen as the sun. Indra and Agni were born from his mouth, and Vayu, or the wind, was born from his blowing breath. From his navel originated the atmosphere. From his head the heaven was created. The earth was created from his feet, and from his ear were made the directions of the world. When the gods bound the Purush as the sacrificial victim, in preparation for the sacrifice, then 7 sticks served as an enclosure for the sacrificial victim. And 3 times 7, that is 21. That is 21 sticks served as firewood for that sacrifice. The gods then sacrificed the Purush, and sacrificing him, they then worshipped the sacrifice. And that was the first of the sacrificial acts of the mighty beings. The gods then pressed on to heaven, where the old departed gods reside and abide. This concludes the first 16 verses of the Rig Veda. Now we come to the concluding 6 verses, which are taken from the Vajasneyi Sanhita of the Yajur Veda. Created in this way from the waters and the sap of the earth in the beginning, he went out as Vishwakarma. Then Twashtra comes to further develop his form for him. In this way, the first origin of man is Godhead. I know that Purush. I know that great one who is like the sun and who shines beyond the darkness, who dispels all the darkness. Only one who knows him escapes from the realm of death. Only one who knows him escapes from the clutches of death. There is indeed no other way to escape from the realm of death. There is indeed no other way to escape from the clutches of death other than this. The Prajapati, the creator, works in the womb. The unborn one, however, is born in many, many ways. How he springs up and is born, only the wise can see and understand. All beings are established, all beings are located in the Purush. Salutation to him, who, warming everything, illumines the gods, who is their priest, who was born before all of them were born. To him, resplendent, Brahma-like salutation. Creating him, resplendent, Brahma-like, the gods then declared, may all the gods be subject to the authority of the priest who knows you. Beauty and prosperity are your wives. Day and night are your sides. The stars are your body. The Ashwin twins are your jaws. May the prompter promote. May the prompter promote that world for me. May the prompter promote the universe for me. Yes, may the prompter promote the world and the universe for me. This concludes the Purusha Sukta Upanishad. Om Shanti 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 Om.